Up until now, we've talked about read-only properties. Let's take the player class as an example. It has a field called isCaptain. We can only set its value during the object's creation in the constructor. Afterwards, in other classes, we can only read the value of this field using the isCaptain property. Next, whenever we try to modify the value of isCaptain, whether through the field or property, we get an error. The first reason is that the field is private. And the second reason is that the property is read-only. But we can actually change the value of isCaptain within the class. In this lecture, we'll demonstrate how to easily change the value of this read-only property from within the class. We'll also show you how to prevent isCaptain value from being modified even within the class. Hello everyone, welcome back. Alright, let's create the method and update the value of the isCaptain field inside it. This method takes a boolean parameter and we simply assign it to the isCaptain field. Next, let's go to the program class and call the setIsCaptain method. Let's pass false as a value for the parameter. After that, let's print the value of this property once again. Finally, run the application to see the result. As you can see, the isCaptain value has been changed to false. Just as a reminder, if we want to change the value of this property within the class, we should do it using the property itself, not directly through the field. We can achieve this by adding a private setAccessor to the property. However, it's important to note that this property is meant to be read-only and should not be changed once it has been initially set. To address this issue, we can make the field itself read-only, ensuring that its value cannot be modified once assigned. To achieve this, we simply need to add the read-only modifier or keyword to our field. When a field is marked as read-only, it means that we can only assign a value to the field during its declaration or in a constructor within the same class. As you can see, as soon as we add this keyword, we get an error in the setIsCaptain method. This happens because we're trying to assign a value to a read-only field outside of a constructor. Let's remove this method and its call in the program class. Now, the isCaptain field is truly read-only and cannot be modified. Alright, there is an important point that we need to discuss. As we mentioned earlier, a read-only field cannot be assigned a new value after the constructor finishes executing. This rule has different implications for value types and reference types. Value types such as numbers, booleans, and chars store the entire value directly. When we use the read-only modifier on a value type field, it ensures that the value of the field cannot be changed after it has been initialized. This is similar to the isCaptain field in the previous example. On the other hand, reference types store a reference to an object. The read-only modifier ensures that the reference to the object itself cannot be changed after initialization. However, we can still modify the state of the object, meaning we can change its properties and fields. Okay, for example, in the player class, let's declare a read-only field and property for the team class. Now, let's initialize this field inside the constructor. Next, let's define a method called setTeam. Inside this method, let's create a new team object. Then, let's assign this new team object to the team field. As you can see, we won't be able to change the reference of the team field to point to another team object. However, we can still modify the properties of the team class itself. For example, we can change the name of the team. If we want to prevent modifying the name of the team, we need to make it read-only. It's important to understand that the read-only modifier only makes the reference to the object immutable, not the object itself. If we desire to create a fully immutable object, we need to design the object itself to be immutable. This can be achieved by using read-only fields or properties within the object. Okay, done. See you soon with another lecture.